A new bill in the Ohio House would ban the death penalty from being handed down in certain cases. House Bill 136 would prevent people convicted of aggravated murder from being sentenced to death if they were found to have a serious mental illness at the time of the offense. The bill has bipartisan support and support from several mental health agencies in the state. If passed, inmates on death row could file a petition for resentencing if they were found to have a serious mental illness.